Welcome back, guys. I have been doing a lot of playtesting, testing out these new ship designs that I've come up with in the previous two videos. And I think I've come up with the baddest ship in existence. So it should be capable of destroying any type of ship at any range, pretty much. So this is the monstrosity. We have got 3 15-inch guns, 3 12-inch guns, 3 broadside 9.9-inch guns, 2 broadside 6.9-inch guns. The barrel length for each of these is 12% on the 15.9, 5% on the 12.9, 20% on the 6 and the 9.9s. The armament is capped and incendiary, super heavy, triple base and Pickrick 3. And we've got 39 knots. And it only comes in at a measly 453 million because of the ridiculous hull form on this particular ship. So the armour is not massively armoured, but in later eras you can't really armour up to the degree that you can stop enemy shells anyway. So this is mainly just to stop small shells from doing damage from the smaller ships that might get close. But there's no way to armour up enough to actually prevent large shells, so there's no point in even trying. Okay, let's see how it gets on. So you do have to manually aim and manually switch the shells from AP to HE depending on the situation, because the auto change is not particularly fantastic. So the idea with this ship is to stay at distance and pick enemies off before they get in range. Okay, looks like all the shells, all the turrets can hit from that. Okay, let's slow time down a minute. So we are aiming at the battleship, that's good. We're currently at 40 kilometers. So we've got 45-inch and 14-inch, so we could do with closing the gap until we get to around about 30 kilometers, I reckon. That should be spot on at 30. Unfortunately, we've got the target lock bug, so we're going to have to change targets. So it changed us to the battle cruiser, so if we change back to the battleship, that should fix that. Okay, sorted. So we want to stay at around about 30 kilometers. We got the target lock bug again. That's frustrating. Has it switched my... No, it hasn't switched the target. Wonder why I'm getting the target lock bug. Oh, apparently that's the battleship. So it did switch my targets. Okay, so we're at 30 kilometers now, so let's start moving a little bit further out. Oh, I've got the target lock bug again. What is going on? Maybe I've got too many guns and it can't cope. It thinks that we're taking the piss a little bit, so it's giving us the target lock bug. Right, so let's see if we can stay. I wonder if it's got something to do with being in ×10. Okay, so we're getting a mix of penetration, partial and overpen, so that's good. So we're extending the range a little bit, so let's just change the angle slightly. Still extending the range, so change the angle again. Still extending the range. Okay, that's looking good. So we're still getting a mix of partial, overpen and pen, so that's good. The target lock bug is beginning to annoy me. Okay, let's take a look at the enemy ship. So it looks like we're not hitting the aft at all, which is interesting because in all of my playtests I've only been able to hit the aft and the main, and I haven't hit the fore at all. So it's rather strange that different ships you hit different parts. I mean, this makes more sense, only hitting the fore, because obviously that's what we can see from this angle, the main tower and the fore. But in previous tests, when they've been sailing straight at me, I haven't even been able to touch any of this area, which has made no sense whatsoever. Okay, so it's looking like we might need to change to HE rounds or change target. So let's try changing to HE rounds first. Yeah, the target lock bug is really beginning to annoy me. I might try switching to the battle cruiser. Yeah, this is rather frustrating. So I might have to look at all them pens. I might have to take off some of these guns, see if that fixes the target lock. Because I've not had this problem with any of the other ships that I've built. This is the first time I'm using this ship. All of the previous tests have been on a Chinese ship. Right, let's see if it fixes itself. Yeah, it's not fixing itself. So, I mean, I am at a huge range now. But let's try reducing the length of the ship and taking a gun off. So we take that one off and take that one off maybe? Oh no, it was that one. Okay, so let's reduce the length of the ship. So how many stages is this? So 1, 2. So let's try there. Right, so to fit this on here, I'm going to have to move all of this. That's rather annoying. So, unfortunately, it didn't just change it from one direction like it normally does. So I'm going to have to completely change everything. So I might be better off putting this in the middle. See if we can fit it in. Yes, we can. Very nice. Okay, that seems like the best choice to me. Obviously it can't aim backwards very well. Wonder what this... it's this one here. Right, so we're going to end up with a 4 weight offset. So let's have a look about... yeah, we can't move that down here. So let's move this down here. Move this over here. All of this messing about just to try and fix a target lock bug, and it means that I'm going to end up with less guns. Very frustrating. Right. Let's test this out then. See if it's fixed the problem or not. So, time to cross our fingers. So we haven't got the target lock quite yet. So it looks like having them 2 extra guns on was what was causing it. I am a bit sad about having to lose them, but at least we're not getting target locked. Okay, so we just want to be around about 30 kilometers. Let's see where we're aiming at. Interesting, they're actually aiming some at the battleship and some at the battlecruiser. Really, I want to be aiming fully at the battleship, so let's change that. The 12-incher is using HE at 38 kilometers. He should not be using HE. Right, I'm just going to leave it. I'll let the AI decide. So we're landing some gigantic shots with the 15-incher against the battleship. Interesting. He's at 0. Ah, right. I've grown the distance massively. They must have all slowed down because the battleships took damage. So let's have a look at him. Yeah. So we've almost sunk the battleship already. There we go, he switched over to AP now. Right, the battleship is down. So we're going to be doing overpen. Oh, we're actually getting some penetrating shots. Oh, it's because it hit the towers and the guns. Interesting, we got a partial pen on the main deck. There's no way that the battle cruiser's got more armour than the battleship had. No way. Let's have a look. Well, he's got 9.1. The battleship had 11.8. There we go, we're getting main deck penetration on him now. Amazingly, we're hitting the belt. How are we hitting the belt at 38 kilometers? That makes no sense whatsoever. Let me just check. So, we've got a 1% chance to hit the belt. Yet we scored 3 belt hits out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's almost a 50% belt hit, and it should be 1%. Oh dear. Some things in this game are just ridiculous. It's definitely not perfect. Yeah, I've no idea why the 15-incher keeps hitting the belt. Right, that's the battle cruiser down. Let's have a look, see what the main deck is, 7.6. So we could probably get a little bit closer. cut out some of them overpens. Amazingly, we're getting partial pens on the main deck. What range are we? 23. We definitely shouldn't be getting partial pens. Okay, that's the armoured cruiser down. Light cruiser up next. Light cruiser down. Destroyer next. And destroyer down. So they didn't stand a chance. So I am a little bit sad about having to drop them 2 guns. I'm thinking maybe, obviously I'll have to move everything around again, but maybe if I increase the length, add them 2 guns back in, but change the calibers. So, I don't know, put some 11-inch guns on maybe. I mean, we could do something stupid and put some 20-inch guns on. That might be quite entertaining. I might do that. Just for a laugh. Yeah, let's do it. Right, I won't be able to put a 20-inch there, so let's put this here. Wonder if that's going to be tall enough to go over a 20-inch. No, but we can just get a taller barbette, I reckon. So we got a very tall one here. Nice. Wonder if we can fit a 9-inch here. Just about. So let's move these up. So I might put a 20-inch here. So we've got a 20-inch there, two 15s, two 12s. So let's move that to there. I think this is the one we need for 20-inch. Oh, I just thought I need to change the barrel. Don't know what I want the barrel at, to be honest with it. So that's still got 75 pen. So we can go a little bit higher. 50 pen. £54 pen. So I reckon there is probably a good amount. Maybe one less. Let's try that. So we want to make sure it can aim backwards, so I think that's good enough there. That doesn't quite go underneath it, unfortunately. So I wonder if we can stick a taller barbette and have it above that. No, unfortunately not. I don't think I can reduce the size of this one. No. Ah, that's frustrating. What about if I put the 20-inch on the ground? So what barbette would I need? Let's try this one. I think the barbette I need is this one. Oops. Okay. For some reason, there we go. So let's move this right up here. This is just to get some more 9 inches on. Okay, that's spot on. Okay, perfect. So now we're just going to have to mess about reducing the weight. So I might just take the citadel off. That'll practically fix the weight almost immediately. There we go. As expected. Right, and then fingers crossed, this does actually fix the target lock bug. So I'm not particularly bothered about this weight offset. I could move these guns, but I can't be bothered. So let's just stick that onto there. Okay, sorted. Right, time to cross our fingers. Hope it was all worthwhile. Well, so far so good. No target lock yet. Oh, damn it. We got the target lock bug then. It might have been them changing targets. So it might not have been a bug. Apparently this 20-inch is not shooting. Now it could be because I haven't got the angle, but it's not even raising its guns. No, it's not even raising its barrels. Fantastic. I don't know what the devs changed in the 1.17 patch, but it messed up the turrets. We haven't had the turret traversal bug for a long time. But turning the ship quite often fixes it, so hopefully this gun will start firing now. Nope, it's not even trying to fire. That's very sad. Interesting. Maybe it is firing, but it's just not raising the barrels. Let's have a look at the ammo. So we're on 448, 323. Right, obviously we're not in the right angle for that gun, but the other gun did fire, even though it didn't raise its barrels. Now we have got the target lock bug. So it's looking like we didn't fix the target lock bug by changing the turret type, unfortunately. Well, the 20-incher landed 4,300 damage shot. It is firing both turrets, so it's just a visual glitch. It's a very strange visual glitch. It's interesting that the accuracy is so low. It's the own gun splashes penalty, right? It's actually huge. %32%. That's from using multiple caliber guns. I've never seen it that high before, so it's clearly because I'm using the 20-inch gun. So I'm curious to know, if I change that 20-inch gun to, say, an 11-inch gun, if I'm gonna have less shell splashes. So 35%, 38%, sorry, 36%. And it's still rising. Right, so it rises for the distance that you were aiming at. So it's 45% at maximum range. So let's take off these 20-inch guns, replace them with 11-inch guns, and then see if we still get 45% or not. Right, so I'm going to go for a 10% barrel length to give it a different deck pen to the other two guns. So we're going to have 3 different amounts from all 3 guns. So let's test to see what the gun splash penalty is. What? We sunk a ship already? Oh, it must have been the destroyer. Right, so it's reduced it to 33, but obviously that's still way too high. And the 12-incher isn't firing, so let's see if it changes when the 12-incher starts firing. Or if it's just simply the amount of guns that you've got equipped, regardless of the firing or not. I bet that's probably the case. Yeah, so it's irrelevant if the guns are firing or not. It's if you've got them equipped on your ship. I thought that would be how it would work. Okay, so At maximum range, we've got 34 shell splash. So let's take off the 11 inches entirely, as if we were just doing what we did in the previous test with the smaller ship. So we have no gun splash penalty now. Oh, we have got a gun splash penalty, sorry. It's dropped down to 19.3 though. So that's, oh no, it's gone up to 26 for a second there. It was only for a very brief second. We've got the target lock bug, are you kidding me? Right, so apparently it's around about 18%. I know it jumped up to 26 at some point. Can't believe we're getting the target lock bug. Is that because of all these 9 inches then? Rather than because of the 20 inches? Or the multiple barrels of the other guns, sorry. That's rather frustrating. Not gonna lie. Let's see if it persists. Yeah, it keeps happening. I reckon it's something to do with these 9 inches. Because we've got the same amount of main guns that we had on the previous test. Let's take off them. Try again. I wonder if that's because he changed targets or if that's the target lock bug again. Oh dear. That is not ideal. Right, let's try taking off this 9-inch gun. It might be 3 different calibers of centerline guns. So let's try that. No, target lock bug again. Potentially, he might have changed targets and that, no. Unless he's changed targets again. So what on earth is causing it? That is so frustrating. Let's see who he's aiming at. So he's aiming at the battle cruiser. Surely it's nothing to do with barbettes. Surely. I mean, it's possible. It's possible, so let's remove these barbettes. Try again. Well, we might have sussed it. We haven't experienced the bug yet. Right, let's see who we're aiming at. So we are currently aiming at the battle cruiser and we haven't experienced the bug. So let's aim at the battleship. Well, I think we need to take this out. Why are they firing AP rounds? Well, we haven't experienced the bug anyway, so let's test adding more turrets on without adding any more barbettes, if I can place the damn thing. Right, so let's see if we get the bug now. Well, it's looking promising. Yeah, I think we sussed it. I think it was the barbettes causing it. So let's take a look at see what our gun splashes penalty is. So it looks like it's 24. So I'd be curious to know what it would be if we had all 15 inches. I wonder if this is another one of them designs where you can't hit the 4, or if I've just been unlucky. Alright, we're at 40 kilometers, so we need to reduce the range. No, we are actually hitting the foredeck, so looks like we were just a bit unlucky. Interesting. I thought we were going to get the target lock for a second there. Well, sinking this battleship's proving to be quite challenging. That's an expensive ship. I'm wondering whether changing to HE might help. Well, I don't know whether that was coincidence, but we sunk him immediately after changing to HE. Probably just coincidence. Right, let's have a look. 9. So that's 18, 22 and a half. So 23 on the main deck practically. So for whatever reason, everything is hitting the aft, which is already destroyed. No idea why. Got a main deck there. So I reckon Oh, then again, we've done a lot of damage to the forebelt, even though I don't remember seeing any foredeck, sorry, penetration. Must have been main deck penetration. Oh, we got an ammo deck, didn't we? Right, so let's try changing to HE. Well, the good thing is we haven't had any target lock. I thought we had the target lock bug. I could tell the fact that nothing was popping up down here. So for some reason, it suddenly started happening again. So obviously it's fixed itself when it's changed targets, but that was very odd. We've gone basically the entire battle without experiencing it. And then suddenly out of nowhere, it kicked in again. Against a ship that's practically dead in the water. Right, yeah. Bit awkward trying to work around this bug. So let's have a look at the ship design now. So we took off these 6 inches. So let's put them back on. So I want to see if we get the target lock bug now. And then after this, I want to change all of the 12 inches to 15 and see what the shell splash penalty is. See if it's the same or more or less with using the same caliber. Well, no target lock bugs so far. Okay, let's have a look, see what ship we're aiming at. Okay, so we're aiming at the battle cruiser. The gun splashes is 26% maximum. Right, so obviously everything's over penning. So let's try switching to HE. Apparently everything's getting blocked, which I didn't think was a thing with incendiary rounds. But maybe it's got something to do with hitting an area that's already damaged, I don't know. So HE clearly isn't doing anything. So we'd have to get a lot closer to not overpen. So really we'd be better off switching targets. But what I really want to do is see what the shell splash is. So the turret length for 12.9 is 5%. So when we replace them, we need to replace them at 5%. I don't think this barbette is tall enough, is it? Maybe it is. Okay, so let's test that out. Now there's a chance we might run into the turret firing bug here because we've got multiple of the same caliber. Let's see how many fire. Oh, they're all firing. Don't think all of them fired that time. Let's have a look at this salvo. So they all fired that time. Let's check out the next one. Maybe. Okay, so what we want to do is check out this shell splash percentage. Okay, so it's reduced by 5%. So it's not a massive reduction from 24 to 19. He's really struggling to hit that light cruiser. Yeah, he's really struggling to hit him. Yeah, the gun recoil is probably the cause. Yeah, the gun recoil's going up to 88% now. Because I've got all of the same caliber gun on. It's going up by a huge amount, where when we had different caliber guns on, it was capping out a lot lower. So for the sake of saving 5% on own gun splashes, we're causing ourselves huge gun recoil penalties. So it's definitely better off taking two different caliber main guns. Jesus, the gun caliber went up to 151% then. Right, so definitely don't take the same caliber if you're taking that many guns. Right, so I think that is the best design in terms of avoiding all the bugs and minimizing all of the penalties. So we've obviously got 10% more weight that we can use. So we can either put it into Citadel, into Armor, into Barbette, Or just reduce the weight. Reducing the weight doesn't actually save that much cost. So you'd probably go into Citadel. It's probably the best use for it. Right, so this is the final test. Let's see if we encounter any bugs. Did I change the barrel length? Don't think I did. No. Right, let's just double check this is in the right place. Okay, sorted. Right, sorted. Right, let's check out the shell splash penalty. For whatever reason, we haven't got one at the moment. No idea why. It'll probably kick in at some point. Well, we're scoring some pretty catastrophic hits. Yep, wrecking that battleship. I think we need to switch over to HE so we can damage the forebelt. Or the foredeck, I should say. Although we did just land foredeck pan. Well, over pan. Yeah, I think we need to change over to HE to finish him off. Let's try it. Right, that's him down. Battle cruiser next. So for whatever reason, he's blocking a load of the shots. Yeah, they're all just ricocheting. Why are they all hitting the belt at 40 kilometers? Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the ship models have got really, well, incorrect hit boxes. See, I would have had a 99% chance to hit the deck there, and yet all of the shots were hitting the belt. Yeah, it's a shame about that. But I'm guessing it's far too much work for the devs to check every single ship. Well, once again, another slaughter. So let's have a look. We've got, my ship was 450 million. The enemy battleship was 1 billion. 622 for the battlecruiser. So 1665. So that's 2 billion. 2,325. 2,360 million. 2,360 million versus 450 million. So they had 1.9 billion more than me. And they barely did a scratch. And that's even with this battlecruiser having incorrect hitbox. Right, well, I think that will do for this. I might do one more episode on this ship where we take on each different nation. See how we get on. So cheers for watching, take care, see you soon.